What is up, you guys? It's Rob here. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend. It's about 9:30 on a Sunday night, so I want to get this video out to you guys as quickly as possible. So we're going to do a quick down and dirty video here. We'll go over the charts, we'll go over the short interest, we'll go over Ortex, we'll go over Stocko Tracker as well. We'll take a brief look at the options chain. But really, guys, AMC, yeah, sure, it didn't go crazy on Friday. However, we are still very far up from where we were before, and I'll show you guys that in Google. But do me a favor, drop a like down on this video, hit that subscribe button, make sure that you ring that bell for the YouTube algorithm because it really does help this video get more exposure. And each like we get on this video, it gets it out to another ape. And I want to inform as many apes that we possibly can with these videos. So just do me a favor, at least hit that like button. So let's dive on over here and cover the charts for Friday, and we'll take a look at the week, and then we'll also take a look at the 1 month and year to date. So on Friday, we saw an immense amount of selling pressure. Quadruple witching day within the stock market is normally a very volatile day. And I would say that we saw a lot of volatility within AMC. Sure, it wasn't crazy volatility like 100% day, but we're still at a $60 stock, and we're swinging between $65 essentially and $57. That's a pretty large swing within the stock. So just thinking about that. The thing that I really want to highlight here is the amount of time that we spent above this $62 channel is incredibly awesome to see. We have not done that thus far last week for an extended period of time. We spent brief periods up here, but we were never able to spend more than an hour. On Friday, we spent more than an hour above this. And if we zoom out here to the 1 month, 1 hour time frame, we essentially have what's kind of called an inverted head and shoulder. So imagine you got little Bobby's head here. Let me see if I can let's put my draw mode on here. So you got the little head here. You got his little eye right there. Got his little eyes right there, and you can imagine a smiley face and all that kind of stuff. But the huge thing is we have an inverted head and shoulders pattern, which indicates essentially a move that breaks upon this neckline right here at 63.79. So this neckline right here, if we break that neckline, it's going to come with a very bullish move because the stock has really been pushed down to that point. So once we break that neckline, it's going to go. And I personally think when we take a look at it this week that we're going to have to break this neckline because we have this ascending level support here. Let me draw that up from down here when we hit $39 going through. Let's hit as many touch points as we can, guys. So going through here, so we have essentially the way that I'm drawing it up right now, we have the next 2 days before we either break our ascending level of support or we break out through this neckline. And considering the fact in Chartology 101 and technical analysis, an inverted head and shoulders pattern is often considered a very bullish move, and that's what I think we're going to see. If this was a head and shoulders pattern, it would be looking for a bearish move, and this head would be up here, and then you would have your shoulder, and you would have your shoulder. It's flipped here, so we're looking for a bullish move, and we definitely have seen us push higher, and given Friday's price movement, I think we're headed in the right direction, guys, and that's what I'm really looking for, is a break of the 63.79 level. And when I see the break of that 63.79 level, and we hold it for a sustainable amount of time, so let's say an hour, 4 hours, 30 minutes or something like that, and close a candle above it, and claim it as support, and we don't revisit it, that's going to be incredibly bullish, which will lead us to that $70 and a retest of the all-time high, in my personal opinion. Now, to all the people who are saying like this situation's over, it's doom and gloom and all that kind of stuff, do yourselves a favor, look at the year-to-date time frame. The year-to-date time frame tells the ultimate story of this, and I apologize for my chart being sloppy from all my drawings, but it is what it is. We are still riding this ascending level support. We are touching levels and we are setting higher lows each and every single week. And we can really see that here on the daily chart. We can also really see that here on the weekly chart. In the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks, we've set a consistent higher low week after week. You guys can go back and look at it. We're still moving in the right direction. This hasn't rolled over and we're going the wrong direction. We are still headed the right direction. We just have to be patient, guys. This is not going to be something that is going to happen overnight unless if some large rule comes out and dramatically changes things. Wink, wink, NSCC 002. Look for that next week. Well, this week coming up. But my whole point being, guys, is we're still headed in the right direction. We just need to have patience. We cannot expect these things to happen overnight. The stock market is not a device to transfer wealth from patient people to impatient. It's a device to transfer wealth from impatient people to patient people. So when in doubt, zoom out and just practice your patience. Also, look at the more macroscopic timeframes. I feel like a lot of us are stuck on the 1 minute, 5 minute timeframes, looking at last week or just one day. And we gotta really zoom out. I'm guilty of this too. I'm like, why haven't we moved yet? And then I look at this time frame, I'm like, oh, we're still sitting really nice. But guys, we are still sitting really nice. The thing that I'm really looking for is that break of 63.79. If we can claim $60 as support and close above $60 and continue to hold it, that would definitely be a good move for us to see tomorrow, headed into that direction. Apologize about that. But let's take a look here at short interest in Vortex. So it was down 0.82% on Friday. So we are still seeing a 13.52% short interest. Our free float on loan is still sitting at 17.71%, and it's actually increased in the past 7 days from 83.45 million to 90.56, which tells me that there is new short shares out on loan, which is ultimately going to drop this green line here. I'm going to take everything off on here, so that's this green line. So our average age on loan is 44 days. It used to be around 45.89. So we are seeing new short shares on loan. And I want to emphasize this. When a short share is on loan, that doesn't mean it's necessarily established in the market. It can just be held, and that person can be paying this cost of borrow fee of 1.99% annually and just saying, I want to be able to short this. I'm going to hold the shares and I'm going to wait for the right moment to short it and then put my short shares in. So our shares on loan are different than our estimated short interest of free float. So just keep those two numbers different, guys. The other thing to talk about, the utilization is sitting at 94.97%. We are up from where we were 7 days ago at 77%. So once again, we get to that higher utilization, start maxing out utilization at 100%, that cost of borrow fee is going to start going up and up and up and up. And we already know that when we have green days, it is extremely difficult for these shorts to be profitable. It's even more difficult for them to pay a cost of borrow of 20% annually and then try to be profitable on top of that before they see any sort of return. So just keep that in mind, guys. Higher cost to borrow, definitely good for us. Higher utilization, definitely good for us. We still have plenty of short interest within the stock to totally cause a squeeze. So if anyone says we can't cause a squeeze right now, they're absolutely lying to you, in my personal opinion. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. I'm just some guy talking to a camera on YouTube. But let's take a look at Stocko Tracker. So on Friday, as you know, we put a crap ton of calls in the money, 411,790. Victory to us, apes. We also put 764,166 puts out of the money. Another victory for us, apes. Now let's take a look at the options chain for the next week ahead. 64,860 calls are in the money. 152,271 are out of the money. We do see a significant amount of puts out of the money, which is nice to see again. If we can continue putting puts out of the money every single time and putting more calls in the money, what this is going to do is just continuously to cost the shorts more and more and more money. We already know they're losing money out of their yin yang and they're bleeding money essentially like crazy. So if we can put more short interest out of the money, even better. The next thing to take a look at is there's only 600,000 short shares of AMC available to borrow, according to Stocko Tracker, at a 1.2% cost of borrow fee, and only 9,664 short ETFs that are available. Now, this can be completely refreshed by tomorrow morning, so this number might change by the time you see this video. But as of right now, at 9:49 Eastern Standard Time on Sunday, the 20th, this is what the numbers are. So it could definitely change, but this definitely shows me the shorts are starting to run out of ammo after they saw all of these short shares get returned because we ran up 100% and we ran up like crazy. Now they're starting to use them in the stock again. And guess what, guys? The stock price really hasn't moved. Sure, we moved back from our all-time high of $77 to $59. Big freaking whoop. It's a little bit of a pullback, and we're holding the price here, which is extremely awesome to see, and it makes me even more excited. I've even started buying, I've been buying shares consistently of AMC each and every single day just to have a part in this battle. Now, speaking of that, I cannot give you guys financial advice, nor will I ever give you financial advice. It is in the disclaimer on the video, right? No, whatever. It's right next to me, somewhere right here. I cannot give you financial advice because legally that can end me up in a lot of trouble, and it is definitely a liability thing. So I cannot give you guys financial advice. So if you're going to ask me, can you buy five? Is it good for you to buy 5 shares of AMC right now? I can't tell you that. I cannot tell you that. You're in charge of your own portfolio, and your financial decisions are ultimately your own. I do not know your risk tolerance. I do not know how much money you're playing with, if you're playing with lunch money, if you're playing with rent money, however you're doing it. You guys manage your own portfolio. I do not manage your portfolio for you. It's just simple as that. I apologize about the rant, but I need to get that out of the way because a lot of people have been asking me, do I do this? Do I do this? Do I do that? I cannot tell you. You need to sit down and think about it. And personally, if it was me and if I was asking someone else, what do I do? At that point, I would, if I'm in a call option and I have no clue what I am doing, I get the heck out of it because I want to know what I'm doing with my money because I want to make money with the stock market. I don't want to lose money with the stock market. So just think about your own risk management and please practice good risk management. It's just simple as that. Now, the next rant that I'm going to give to you guys. Over the past 5 days, AMC has been up 14.27%. Yes, we have been down the hill, we've been up the hill, we've been down the hill, and we're pretty much flat on the hill right now, guys. 14.27% in the past 5 days. In the past month, we're almost up 400%, guys. That's insane. 400% in almost in the past month. It's just ludicrous. The return on this stock is just stupid. Like the apes, us apes who are holding shares of AMC and GameStop are making stupid returns right now over all these hedge fund managers that are trying to pull a 10% return out and can't even really beat the S&P 500. Just think about that, and we're called dumb money. If you take a look at the year-to-date time frame, 2,848% return over the whole year to date. That is just stupid, guys. That is ludicrous. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is Matt Kohrs and Trace Trades have gone on CNBC and talked about AMC in the bull case scenario for this. This is actually really good for us because we want to continue having an impact in the news. We want to hear AMC being talked about in the news. Because any news about a stock is good news, no matter if it's bad or indifferent or whatever. As long as the stock is being talked about, more and more people are hearing it. And let me tell you this, a lot of people who listen to CNBC, Fox News, and all these financial things are hearing AMC be talked about. And that is definitely good. Because if we take a look back here, we want new money to step into this because us apes have been fighting this battle since year to date. If we can get new money, people coming into this and saying, oh, well, the stocks run up already so much and we get FOMO added on top of it, it can definitely help us go a little bit higher and help us get over the neckline, guys. But really, this is what I want to leave you guys with. We are still sitting absolutely fine. You look at the 5-day, 5-minute, yeah, it looks really ugly. Do yourself a favor, pull up Google and look at the stock and then look at the past 5 days. We're up 14.27%. That is really good, guys. And we're sitting pretty at $60. We're really flirting between that $53.25 and $60. We're absolutely getting comfortable and I'm absolutely fine with that. We're just waiting to break that neckline. Hopefully we see that break in the next couple days and we head to the upside, test $70 and then $77. If we don't see that neckline break, we're going to be seeing a break of possibly that ascending level support and then consolidating down a little bit further. But consolidation is not a bad thing, guys. Stocks can't just go up and up. But I apologize for the incredibly ranty video and all that kind of stuff. But really, guys, when in doubt, zoom out. The stock is sitting perfectly fine. We're just waiting to make our next move. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.